Cool things to talk about. I hope you guys are ready for our discussion today, which is basically our discussion is healing your perception and clearing your lens from the trauma of racism. So I'm super excited about this topic because yesterday I had a little incident that happened yesterday. I know I'm not looking at the camera, guys, but I'm just trying to get an update on what is going on here with this live because I think there's a bit of a delay. For whatever reason, it's not coming through. Don't know why that is, but hey, if you can see me, just give me a comment. Just say, hey, Priscilla, I can see you. Send me something and let me know before we start this live because we are really going to get into it today. So, if you could just give me the thumbs up or something, let me know that you can hear me, let me know that you can see me, and then we'll get into this. So the live today is all about, healing your perception. Thank you. Healing your perception and clearing your lens from the trauma of racism. And one of the things, I had a situation that recently happened to me, and one of the situations that recently happened was that yesterday I was out with my son. I was helping him pick up his car, and as I was out helping him pick up his car. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And as I was out helping him pick out his car yesterday, what I realized was we kind of stopped because my son unfortunately smoked cigarettes. No shade to the people who smoke cigarettes. And while we were out, we just kind of pulled around and I saw this cop kind of pull behind me. And he wasn't directly behind me. He was a little ways away. And as we were pulling into the gas station, we pulled in. Okay, so my son gets out the car and he goes inside the store. And when he goes inside the store to get his cigarettes, he comes out and he stands there and he is smoking his cigarette. And I'm waiting for him because he can't smoke in my car. And then when the cop pulls up, he comes out of the car and he comes around and he says to me, did you call the police? And I said, no, I didn't call the police. And then he looked at my son and said, did you call the police? And my son said, no, I didn't call the police. And then instead of coming back to me, since I'm directly in front of him and my son is not, he looks back over to my son and says, what's your name? And I looked at him and I was like, what do you mean? Like, why do you need his name? Like, you asked us if we called the police, we're telling you no. And my son finally says, sir, if someone called the police, you may need to go inside the store because I don't need to give you my name. And then my son proceeded to get inside the car. And when he got inside the car, the cop finally went inside the store and did whatever it is that he needed to do. And it started to get me thinking because I want you guys to get a full view of what my perception was when I first saw him turning into the gas station where I was. My perception was, oh my gosh, this is going to go bad because of my experiences. Oh my gosh, this is going to go bad. my body started reacting physically. I started getting tensed up. I'm still feeling some pain in my back because I became so tense. And then once he asked my son what his name was, which had nothing to do with the reason why he was there, it changed like my whole demeanor. It just changed my whole demeanor. And before you know it, what started off being a really happy day, it kind of slowly started kind of turning to something else. And me and my son, we even had a kind of a conversation about it in the car later on. And so, you know, one of the things that I wanted to share today, you know, is, you know, how we can, because my perception, regardless of the fact that it did not go, it didn't go super bad. Yes, I was feeling some type of way about how the officer handled it, but it didn't go as bad as I thought it would be, because my perception immediately was that it was going to be horrific. You know, that it was going to be something really and truly bad, Thank God for my son, because, you know, I was totally upset. My son was very calm. He told the cop, go inside the store. If they're the people that called you, he got in the car and he left it at that, and we drove away. But I wanted to have a real conversation about what our perception is like, you know, and clearing that lens from that trauma of racism so that we can really learn how to live our lives and not, you know what I'm saying, be, you know, extremely, you know, kind of caught up in fear. And so today you are a part of, you know, your girl Priscilla Zeno, the healing partner. And just so you know, we are here every single Wednesday from we do this exact same live at 8:30 a.m., 12 noon, and 7 p. Okay, let's get into it. Don't forget to like and share this video. All right. So, and talking about, you know, healing your perception, all right, with regards to clearing the lens of trauma from your lens, I just want to kind of go back to an article that I read, and it was from a doctor named Judy Rosenberg, and she wrote a book, and it was all about narcissism, really. But at the end of the day, what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of fine tune that. And she was basically talking about kind of, you know, us viewing this, you know, the way we see things, this cracked lens of perception. And what is, you know, kind of like a cracked lens of perception? What is that? Well, basically what it is it's childhood wounds, you know what I'm saying, that crack our psycho-perceptual lens, which warps our ability to see ourselves and also see the world around us, to have a clear perception of what's really and truly happening, okay? So that you can see the world, so that you can understand, to know what to clearly see and how to see the world through, you know, that shade of trauma. So one of the things that we need to understand is that when we live with a cracked lens of perception, your reality is different from everyone else's. And it warps our ability to see ourselves and the world around us in a clear perception. So we will see the world through the shade of our trauma with regards to racism. And if we aren't real with what that trauma is, we will always move in fear and react to the space in fear. So I want to give you guys some steps to fix your broken lens of perception and healing our lens and human disconnect. Now, I do want to say this, because some people will see this video and what they're going to say is, so are you trying to say not to look at racism, like not to view racism? No, that is exactly what I'm not saying, okay? And I'll go more into that, you know what I'm saying, as we talk more about what it is that I'm saying. Good morning, Tracy. Thank you for joining. So, bottom line, what I'm saying is this. I want to give you some steps on how to heal your perception. So these steps, it's going to be a total of 5 steps. And the very first step is 1, understand your childhood wounds and how they impact you. That's number one. Understand your childhood wounds and how they impact you. Whether you're the one being affected by systemic racism, or you're the one clenching your purse and crossing the street when a non-white person comes your way. We have to be real about this conversation. Now, I'm going to be saying some things today that some people may not like, some people may like, but look, at the end of the day, this is what it is, and I have to be truthful and be as authentic as possible if I am going to be the change that I want to see. I have to be truthful about what's going on and how we're moving in this, how we're moving in this space. So that's number one. That's number one. And so I want you guys to understand that as you understand your childhood wounds and how they impact you, you know, we are making sure that we understand, okay, what was it the very first time that I felt like I was being discriminated against? And what did that make me feel like? And how has that allowed me to move forward within my life? You know, because if we don't know what some of the things that are going on with regards to how we're feeling, like when I tensed up and when I started feeling like, oh my gosh, you know, this is going to be a whole nother situation, we have to recognize that and try to bring ourselves to a form of calm, because I was already on 8 and my son was already on a 4. He was just like, I'm just going to keep calm. I'm just going to end. Yes, I'm the healing partner. But let's be clear, I am still human, okay? And I've already lost a son. So I just automatically was on guard. And that is normal. It's normal, but we still have to recognize that, okay? And we still have to recognize, you know, what's going on within our minds and also, you know what I'm saying, within our bodies. All right. So that's number one. Number two is dismantle the lies of your negative core belief, whether it's one, that all Black men are a threat, or if it's 2, all white people are racist, or if it's 3, I'm not being affected by any of this psychologically, so there's no need for self-care and therapy. Or whatever your negative core belief is, if you have one, post it up. If we have time, we're gonna talk about it today, because I think that it's really important for us to really talk about, you know what I'm saying, some of these things that, you know what I'm saying, we feel, and then we start to see things through a lens that is untrue. And then we start to live our lives through that. So yes, number 2 is dismantle the lies of your negative core beliefs. Now, David said, my first time was when I was basically told my friends and I were not welcome at a Boy Scout troop we had wanted to join. So, okay, so if that was your first time, David, how did that affect you going forward? You know what I'm saying? What kind of lens were you viewing the world, and how were you reacting to that? We have to be honest about that, all right? So now, number 3, thank you, David, for helping me out with posting these up, because I'm trying to kind of go back and forth here, so that helps a lot. Thank you. So, number 3, the number 3 thing is that we need to eliminate the poison eliminate the poison from your life, and choose to surround yourself with people who lift you up. All right, now. This one right here is a bit of a biggie, mostly because I have found that I've had friends and I've had those who I don't know, they find joy in this. I don't know why, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna say this. Stop debating the obvious on social media and in person or in a video chat, unless it's a healthy, non-demeaning, non-bullying debate that will be helpful to the community. If it's not going to help the community and you are getting to a place where you are debating someone down, just to belittle them, just to make them feel horrible, that is not about that. Okay? Let's be clear about the lens. Let's clear our lens and understand that there's a bigger picture here. There's a bigger picture about what we should be discussing so that we can all heal. That's the point. Not to see who's right and who's wrong, but mostly to get an understanding so that you can show people, okay, this is what's going on. I don't know why you don't see it, but these are the experiences that I had. You don't have to understand where I'm coming from, but you do need to understand that we are all connected and you will be affected by it whether you want to see it or not. That's the deal, okay? That's the deal. Can I get an amen on that? That is the deal. And listen, if for some reason you feel differently about what I'm saying, post it up. Let's have a conversation about it. This is an engagement. I want to hear how you guys are feeling with regards to this, with regards to us, clearing this cracked lens that we have about some of the things that we're seeing and how we're kind of reacting within our lives with regards to the trauma that surrounds, racism. Now, let's see, what number did we do? We did number 3. All right, so now we're on to number 4. And number 4 is get in, which all of this brings me to number 4, which is get in touch. Get in touch with the truth. Tracy said amen. Get in touch with the truth and learn how to self-reflect and self-correct. Okay? Get in touch with the truth and learn how to self-reflect and self-correct. All right, so what does that mean? That means do your own research on how you can be in touch with the truth about how it's affecting you. This is so key because I realized that, yes, I really needed to talk to my therapist when all of this stuff was going on because I was just so full, and we talked about this before. Or if you don't feel that you're not affected by it, then you need to get in touch, or you may want to get in touch with the truth of why you don't want to see what's happening around you, and do the research to explore the potential covering of your own eyes. Like, why do you not want to see it? Why do you want to blind yourself to the fact that there are things that are going on? Both sides still need self-healing and self-care. Make no mistake about that. Both sides still need self-healing and self-care. And it's important that we all, thank you, Terry. Terry said amen. Thank you, Terry. And it's so important for all of us to really kind of understand that that's what it is. David said people who say they are not affected by it do it out of personal or social convenience. That could be true. That could be very true. And this is the reason why we're having this conversation about it, because it's important for us to be connected and understand, like, we all need to clear that lens, because we all have this perception, you know what I'm saying, about what's going on. And I promise you, some of our perceptions are similar, are the same, and some of our perceptions are very different. It doesn't matter what color you are. I could be in a room with 10 Black people, and we can all have similar or same lens on one thing, and then have a different lens on another. The point is that, we really need to dive into what's actually happening, and are we healing ourselves through that? Okay, so let's move on to number 5. Let's move on to number 5. So number 5 is coming from the consciousness of truth. Relate to others, okay? Relate to others and yourself in a healthy way. Coming from the consciousness of truth, relate to others and yourself in a healthy way. So what does that mean? What that means is be kind to yourself and others, okay? Be the change that you want to see, okay? Don't change who you are. You know what I'm saying? This is so important. Don't change who you are. And I'm not asking anybody to change who they are just because they are trying to heal their lens. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to heal their perception. Don't change who you are while it's because at the end of the day, if you're not changing who you are, while you're not changing who you are, also understand that you're not trying to change others. Understand that you have to understand that you can't change you don't change who you are. Don't try to change others, because they have to do that. They have to change themselves. Recognize your fears as a father. Recognize your fears as a mother. Recognize your fear as a sister or brother, and get the help that you need to manage your own fears. Okay? Each one of us has the ability to be aware of our own lens. The entire world is interconnected, and we cannot look at the world through the lens of bigots and misogynists and other forms of hate. On a micro level, we can clean our psycho-perceptual lens so that we can see our own beauty as well as see the beauty of others with truth. Now, as a result, we will naturally treat ourselves and others with kindness. And on a macro level, these are the steps that are needed to heal the world's disconnect. Healing the world's disconnect. Now, this new way of healing our lands gives us the courage, and I cannot say this enough. I cannot say this enough. This new lens gives us the courage, okay, to use this new truth, this new lens, that if you see something wrong, say something. If you see something wrong, say something. If you see that something else needs to happen, do something to help. It doesn't matter who it is. Do something, okay, and say something. That's where it all starts. It starts with us. It starts with us making sure that, you know what I'm saying, if we're going to be totally authentic about what's going on here today, and how we're going to heal our perception, and how we're going to heal our own lens. Once our lens is clear, say something when you see something wrong. Do something when you see something wrong. It reminds me of this young lady who, she was just walking by. She was on her way to go and pick up her pharmaceuticals from the local drugstore. And there was a young man. He was walking down the street. And I don't know if anybody's seen this video or not, but he was walking down the street. And when he was walking down the street, all of these cops started coming, and they just started surrounding him, and they pulled out their guns, and he was like super scared. He was like, what did I do? What did I do? Now, there were a series of things that happened, but at the end of the day, what she did was she stopped. She opened up her phone. She started recording everything that was going on. And as she started recording everything that was going on, she started talking loud to the police. She was like, please drop your guns. He has no weapon. I'm looking at him from this view. I'm an innocent bystander. Please, can you just lower your weapon so that he can be calm? You know what I'm saying? If the guy was scared, if he had done any sudden moves or anything, she was an innocent bystander that just stopped and said something. So as you clear your lens, as you heal your perception, whether you are black, white, yellow, brown, I don't care who you are. Do something. Be the change that you want to see. Be the person that you would want someone else to be if it was your child, if it was your brother, if it was your sister, if it was your mother, whoever it is. And it doesn't even matter if I'm going to go on a limb here and say, it doesn't even have to be like racism. Racism might be the thing that we're talking about today, but it can be something as simple as you see that, you know, an older woman is giving her money and she gave too much. And you're watching the older woman, the elderly woman, give a $20 bill, you know, for something that was $2, and the cashier only gave them $1 back. Say something. Excuse me, sir, you owe her for a change. No, you took the 20. She gave you 2. You owe her freaking $18. We have to learn how to speak up. We have to stop being afraid of speaking up. This is because this all stems back to making sure that we are doing, yes, Tracy said silence is complacency. And I so agree with that. I so agree with that, Tracy. Tracy said silence is complacency. I absolutely love it. And then also Lauren earlier said, I just shared with my therapist the other day about how seeing police brutality was affecting me mentally. And it's affecting us all. But guess what? We're being affected every day by the things that we see, guys. Are we saying something? Are we doing something? Most of the time we're like, that's not my business. I'm gonna keep it moving. That's not, it has nothing to do with me. I'm just gonna keep it moving. But guess what? It has everything to do with you. I promise you that the universe is showing you something that's about to come right back around. And how you react is going to manifest in your own life. There are some people who don't believe that. But I'm telling you that it happens all the time. So I want to just make sure that we fully understand that at the end of the day, this is, where we are with regards to, being in this space where we have to, recognize we have to say something. We have to do something. Now, this particular live that I do every single Wednesday at 8:30 a.m., Wednesday at 12 noon, and then again at 7 is called Meditation and Conversation. So we always have a conversation, and if we have time, we will throw in a meditation. We don't have a whole lot of time today, but we are going to get in a little bit of breath work. But before we get into that breath work, I want to share something with you really quick. That's this. If you haven't had a chance yet to pick up my book, I Am Healing, The 7 Secrets to Wellness and Self-Care, go check it out. You can purchase this book on Amazon.com. You can also purchase this book on BarnesandNobles.com, Target.com, Walmart.com, and also on my website, PriscillaZeno.com. So yes, and 100% of the net proceeds goes to our nonprofit. So pick up your book if you haven't already. Definitely pick up your book. We are going to get to the meditation part. We're going to do a quick breath connection, but I want to just share a couple of these things before we go. If you're looking for a job, we did get a resume. I just want to know if you're watching this show, if you're watching this podcast right now, I did get your resume. Blessings to you. We're still reviewing everyone's resume, so send in your resume if you're looking for a job. You're a seasoned grant writer. If you are a seasoned grant writer, or if you are a qualified mental health professional, we are looking to fill those positions. We are also looking for 5 peer recovery specialists. You do not have to be certified, okay? But we are looking for 5 peer recovery specialists. We are also looking to fill 2 positions with regards to, now, hold on one second now. We're also looking to fill 2 positions with regards to, why is that? Oh, okay, I see what's happening. So we're also looking to fill a position with regards to a national seasoned publicist and a personal assistant. So, if you're looking to do some volunteer for a nonprofit, that's what we're looking for right now, all right? And then last but not least, That's in Life Wellness Foundation is also looking for residential as well as commercial properties for sale as well as to purchase. So if you know of someone who has a residential property or has a commercial property for rent and they are looking to rent it or sell it, they can contact me or contact our organization at info@thatzenlife.org. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into our quick breath connection. And basically it's something really simple where we want to first go ahead and kind of sit, just relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your head, okay? Just kind of relax your whole entire body, place your feet on the ground. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a real simple breath connection by breathing in through the nose and then letting it out through the mouth, okay? Again, breathing in through the nose. So I will count on 3. So when I count on 3, we'll breathe in through the nose. So on 3, 1, 2, 3, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Now, I will say this as we do this. Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you, Debbie Allen. Thank you, Tracy. As you're doing your breath work, okay? As you are doing your breath work, all right? If you start to feel some pain during this COVID-19 thing, if you are feeling some pain, starting to feel pain as you bring that breath in, please consult your doctor, okay? If it starts to feel like it's hard to breathe for you, please consult your doctor, all right? So we're going to do the breath connection one more time. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Just really, really relax. And I want you to just sit with this for a moment. Just sit with that for just a moment. Just listening to my voice. Just sit in the calmness just now, right now in my voice. And as you're sitting in this calmness, I just want to remind you guys that on Friday, I will be speaking at Care Talks LLC, so make sure that you tune in to their live as I do my reading from my book, I Am Healing, the 7 Secrets to Wellness and Self-Care, on their podcast. All right, let's go back into our breathing, one more breath work, and this time we're going to do it with our arms. So I just want you to take your arms and set them on the side of you, and we're going to raise the arms up like this, okay? We're going to raise the arms up, and then we're going to press it down, but we're going to do it through the breath. So on 3, when I count to 3, we're going to take a deep breath in and raise the arms up. On 3, in through the nose. 1, 2, 3. And release. And just sit with this for a moment in stillness, in quiet. And come back in 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys so much for joining this live today. As always, as I always say to each and every one of you guys, it is so important, okay? It is so important that we all recognize that at the end of the day, we have to fill the negative spaces in our life with positively every single thing that we need. I love each and every one of you. Don't forget to join us again here. Don't forget to like and share this video. Please like and share this video. And don't forget to join us again at 12 noon, where we will be doing this exact same podcast, and we will also be doing our meditation. But I just want to say I'm so grateful that you guys continue to support me. Don't forget to visit our website at thatzenlife.org, and also don't forget to visit thehealingpartner.com. We have some really cool shirts. We have these t-shirts, That Zen Life t-shirts, but we also have some t-shirts called Shift Happens. Shift Happens, and it really does with us. It starts with us. All right, love you guys. Be well, rock on, and see you later. Bye-bye.